This just in, breaking news from Valiante Tax and Financial Management. I'm your anchorman and CEO, Jason Valiante, enrolled agent with the IRS. Welcome to December 23rd special edition, the day before Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We're hoping that you're going to have a blessed Christmas, spending some time with your family, knowing how blessed you are by God. Then we've got New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. That's what makes this breaking news so pressing. You're going to find inside of this message is your engagement letter. Those of you who are engaging with us, which most of it will be many of you because you are very valued Valiante Tax and Financial Management clients over the years. We love you and we cannot thank you enough. Please sign your engagement letter. We can't believe the growth we've seen because of you. We've increased the size of the team to improve efficiency for you this tax filing season. When you call in, you may speak to Carrie Leach. She is our new accounting manager. Those of you who do bookkeeping and accounting with us here at Valiante Tax, Carrie's been auditing your books. She knows where you spend your pennies when it comes to your company. But that's a good thing for you because that means your books are going to be buttoned up, just like this jacket right here, buttoned up and ready to prepare your corporate taxes by early January or February. That is a blessing and a wonderful thing. Tax documents are going to be coming. As you get into January, you're going to receive 1099s, W-2s. Number one order of business, use your tax organizer. Answer the questions at the front. That's the first thing you're going to want to do. That gives us ideas for tax deductions, things that may have changed in your tax situation in 2025. Use the checklists in there. It shows your previous W-2s, investment income, interest income, all of that stuff. If you had business expenses on Schedule C, they are listed in there as well. Use it as a guide. Fill it out. Gather all the tax documents, then upload them to TaxDome so we can start on your return. Do not, I repeat, do not, from Valiante Tax and Financial Management, load one document at a time. We'd rather know, hey, I've got everything. We start preparing it. If you're missing stuff, we'll get with you. Should you be missing stuff in your taxes this year, we've seen a reoccurring problem. Just like the traffic in Southern California, the portal backs up when you don't respond and get us the missing tax data. It creates a traffic jam, just like the 405 freeway. So once you engage in your missing data, get back to us quickly, but have grace with us because we've probably got 200, 300 chats and messages coming back to us, but you want to stay in line so you get off on your exit to get your return completed by 4:15. The main breaking news, OBBBA1, Big Beautiful Bill Act, is what that coding stands for. You may be hearing all kinds of stuff on the news. So we're going to set some of the rumors, or BS, straight, as they say. More of you are going to be itemizing with an increased state and local income tax deduction. You've been capped at $10,000 in previous years from 2017 to 2024. That is now up to $40,000 with AGI phase-out limits. Many of you will fit in that limit and be able to deduct up to $40,000, which means you may be itemizing instead of taking the standard again, which is good news for you. Tax savings, more work for us. There will be more forms this year with the OBBBA as well. Another order of business with OBBBA, you like that? I kind of like saying that, it's funny, is no tax on tips. That is not a truth. It is a deduction up to a certain dollar amount based on AGI in certain fields. The only way you're going to get that deduction is if your tips are listed on a W-2 or if your tips are broken out on a 1099-K. For example, if you drive for Uber or Lyft, you'll see your rides, you'll see tips as a separate line item. That is the only way you will get that deduction. Let's say you're maybe a hairstylist and some of your money is paid in tips and your checks and all that. You will not get the deduction unless it is on a W-2 or 1099-K. 2026 will make that a little bit easier because they are moving to mandatory reporting on these type of forms. No tax on overtime. That is another myth. It is a deduction based on AGI phase-out. Now, the overtime thing, IRS and California have two different overtime laws. IRS is no tax on overtime, or overtime deduction is what it really is. It's based on working over 40 hours in a week. What's that mean for you? In California, your overtime is listed if you work over 8 hours in a day. So let's say you only work a 20-hour work week, but 2 of them are overtime. That does not count as the deduction. So There is no reporting for this in 2025, which is another problem. It will be a mandatory reporting in 2026 on W-2s for overtime. In 2025, I'm probably going to be asking you for your last pay stub, and I'm going to ask you how many hours of this overtime was for working over 40 and not over 8, because that is how we will apply the deduction. There is an increased senior deduction, auto loan interest expense deduction as well. So should you have bought a new car, let me know so we can start working on that and figure out if you applied for the deduction and are able to get it. That's it for that page. Lastly, taxes are due by 4/15. Should you need an extension, let us know. If you start loading tax documents in the middle of April, you are already placed on extension, as you are getting with us in the last 2 weeks. We will work quickly to try to get you done after extension, but keep in mind you want to get in early. There will be videos coming out to make appointments, whether that is an in-person appointment or a virtual appointment. Many of you still use the portal. It's an amazing way to be at work and still get your taxes done efficiently. But keep in mind, an extension is only an extension to file and never an extension to pay. That means make sure you throw something at your taxes by 4/15. We call it an extension payment, because the IRS and California are charging you interest from the due date 4/15. They are not charging you a failure to pay or failure to file penalty when you go on extension and file by the due date of that extension, but you are being charged some interest, so just be aware of that. You don't want to give them extra pennies, because you and I know that they don't use it well anyways. Well, as my friend Mater says, I'm happier than a tornado in a trailer park, so when it comes to your 2025 taxes, let's get her done. And hey, we just love you guys. We can't thank you enough for the growth we've seen in this firm. We love walking alongside of you each and every year. So, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Let's hope you get a fat tax refund, and if you owe, hopefully it's not too painful this year. We love you guys. God bless.